Hello, everybody around the world, Bangkok, Malaysia, and in the Philippines. This is Thursday. We quench your thirst for knowledge out of Bangkok. This is Ralph, and we start right away with Wes sharing us some
Something.
great. Here you go, Wes.
All right, awesome. So I'm being, let me just share my screen real quick. My name's Wes Prabilski, and the innovation coach at the Thai Chinese International School here in Bangkok, and that looks kind of weird. But let me just talk to something, before I talk about something I did in my class today. This app is so cool on my phone. All right, so you guys know Snapchat, but if I want to become Barack Obama, I can become Barack Obama. It's kind of amazing how this works so well. I've never seen an app that works like this well. Like, if I want to be Scarface, I can become Scarface and talk about how crazy I am. And, maybe I just want to be a monkey and talk like I'm a monkey or something. Do you guys see this?
No, we don't.
You don't
Nope.
see it?
No.
Oh, I thought you guys could see what I see. Let me, let me share what I'm sharing, entire screen. Share. All right, so you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Can you
Okay,
see
now.
the hat
Now
on?
we can see you. You are a fighter.
Yeah. So, like, let's show this real quick.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Looks like it wasn't working very well. But yeah, like I was talking about, like, I can become Barack Obama, and it's just kind of amazing how well it works with my facial features. I can become, that scary guy in the Batman movie. I can become a monkey if I want to talk like a monkey. I can be like, who's this guy? A Bob Marley kind of figure. So I think it's kind of cool, and I have a lot of fun that kids can have if they just keep on changing their face. And there's different things, like if I open my mouth,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
I can be crying if I open my mouth. Ah! And it's kind of amazing. But that's just fun, and I think some of the kids can have fun with this and talk like they're Harry Potter or something like that. But there's a lot of different things I think we could do with this. But anyways, let's get back to actually some educational stuff that I did today. So I really am starting to notice that Google Slides has so many different things you can do with it. I mean, really, they're magical. And what I do a lot with kids is I have each kid take a slide, and they do a reflection. And we were talking about the realm of fractions and operations, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So each kid reflected on each slide. It worked pretty well, but what I noticed is I could have made it better. So the next block that I taught, I said, let's do a little bit more of a mind map or something like that. And the kids went crazy with it. They created like all these different type of images to try and dictate what they were thinking in their head about addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And kids were collaborating, they were helping with each other, and we just looked through all these different examples. You can see that they were able to share their uniqueness on each slide. And then I showed the kids in the neck block these slides, and then I made them even better. Kids like started creating different backgrounds to explain their thinking. This kid had one of the best ones, and really made it really clear on what fraction operations were. If you just keep looking at all these examples, you can see that the kids were able to, show their uniqueness and also explain their understanding in a really neat way. And it was so fast. It was so easy. Like, it wasn't a big program. We just shared a Google slide together. And the students were able to do this all really quickly. And I think I'm going to be doing this a lot more with my students in the future. Worked really well. But that's all I want to share. Something I did today and something pretty cool. That is me quenching thirst for Thirsty Thursday.
Thank you very much, Wes. We are amazing puzzled how, and we are straight next to James.
Hello and welcome. So, one of the problems that many people have is they lack Python, they lack gaming challenge. So, what I'm going to do today is I am going to show you a new website I've made. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
So this is pythonchallenges.weebly.com. It's a new website I've made, and what I'm doing is putting all of the Python challenges together. So you have a whole host of challenges, starting at beginner level up to actual university level. Now, you may say, but James, you're teaching in a school. Well, you know what? Kids don't stop learning just because the A2 curriculum stops. So actually, we go all the way. What's really nice is I use something called Awesome Table to present this, so I can decide what curriculum areas do you want to do. Oh, I'm going to do a while loop. File handling, I pick that. What level? Oh, I think I might start on the tutorial level because I haven't done Python before, and you will find some great tutorials there for you. And then after that, you can have a look at guided or no help. That's because some students actually don't want help, so anything which doesn't provide any help is there for them. And is this a new challenge? Did Mr. Abella make it this week? So these are the ones Mr. Abella made next week. And that's all great, but it goes further than that. There's an entire badging system because you submit your challenge via a simple Google form, and then if you're part of Guardian International School, you can see if you've got badges, and these badges are automatically issued to you through some great spreadsheets skills. Do you want to see the spreadsheets?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Now be ready to be scared. Okay, here we are. So the actually the dashboard doesn't do much. So everything comes into a Google form. Can you see the back end of this Google form?
Yes.
So students send me their username, first name, last name, challenge code, how many points, and they just tell me that, and a little link to the code. So they can use Google Drive, but I prefer them to use GitHub if they've got one, because you know they're real coders, so they'll use GitHub. And what they can then do is I can see which challenges are the most popular, Python print being the most popular being the beginning. I can see which challenges are sorted by name. I can go check on a year group. I can have a look at the challenges. I can add to the challenges live. I can have a performance summary. So I can see how every student does. This student here, he won't want to be named particularly, but he's got 2,300 points. That's an awful lot of challenges. That means he has done, well, crazy amounts. 30 odd challenges, which is quite a lot considering that's 30 programs he's bound. There's a bit of student data which I'll whiz through because I don't want everybody to see it. You can see the badges, and I can send out individual messages via Formule. This is a quick overview. Of course, if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, I hear that there's a very special piece of CPD called, now what is it, Wesley? What do we call it? Deep? Not paying attention. Deep learning, wasn't it, Wesley?
Yeah. Okay.
Deep.
Yeah, no, I turned off my
Deep
microphone.
learning.
Deep. Yeah, no, yeah, deep learning, man. You're gonna do it there. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so it will take a full hour even to get to the bottom of the badges and stuff, but I'm also planning to make an easy to use version to get people started.
Did you set up all the challenges as well, or?
Oh yes, yes, the whole thing.
That is amazing. You must have worked your. Sorry, must have worked.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of the challenges are just links, but yeah, you know, all the tutorials are there, most of the challenges are there, but the thing is, there isn't anything fun and exciting to divide up the challenges. Otherwise, it becomes like boring maths. And you know, maths teachers, they are the most boring people in the world. Not fun and exciting computer science. You know, he was leaning dangerously towards the boring maths, and not, hey, this is a fully gamified system where we're actually doing some cool programming, and we're seeing our teacher can do coding too.
That's cool.
You know, we've got to walk the walk, man. Yeah, because Wesley can't speak. You know, it's just boring maths, just waste of time. If you don't want to be that boring maths teacher, you have to go to deep learning and learn to do it for yourself. Because right now, I just see boring maths.
Yeah,
You know, textbooks, exercise 120 from what I hear.
Okay. Shall we continue? I want to
Moving
discuss
on.
everything afterwards, if you please do. Um, is my no? I don't have to. I want to share my screen as well. So this is Ralph out of Bangkok. I'm a GEG leader for West Bangkok and creator of GEG Deutschland, Germany. And in the background is my friend Mark, who is part of
He doesn't
his
seem very happy over there.
my bodyguard.
Mark, you're getting an opportunity here to learn things. Be happy.
I
Lifelong
don't think he's
learning,
able to
education.
listen to the stream. I have my headphones in, so he's not able to
Does Mark speak?
Bodyguard.
That means we can insult him all we like. He can't hear.
Yes, you can. Let me remind you that we are live hangouts on air, and
That's
that's
right.
the reason why I'm trying to give you my little experience for today. I wish you all went to search for a Chrome experiment called Plink. Would you please go all to your Google browser and search for a Chrome experiment called PLINK, Plink.
Is it a genome data analysis toolset?
It's an audio experiment, Plink.
Is it a Google one?
Yeah, Google. The URL is DINAH model apps.com. Sorry, just
More lamps.
it takes a bit to load, and I hope that it
Well, they
works.
just bought it from the UK, according to this. They bought it off a UK company.
You have to go through this initial setting your name process, and here you just say you want to play, and hang on, Gary, I will mute you there,
Okay.
and
Yes, what do you need from me?
I invite you all to do the same. I hope. Can you give me some feedback? What do you see? Now I am putting my name in there.
Ah, Plink Dynamo Labs. I think I found it.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, I'm in.
And
Okay, I've started something. Oh, music experience, huh?
I have just entered my name, so I'm not there yet. Yes, I can see SETI. So it works. So to the right, we can choose our instruments, and whenever we click, we play the instruments.
Okay.
I like this. I really like this.
So initially, when I thought of it, I think maybe we could record our GEG Thursday tune with that. If we,
I'm down.
Are you still able to join? Wes, you have just fallen out.
It's saying hang tight.
I'm sitting hanging tight here. This is really cool. Can I play?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not really sure how.
But I can't access the site. I don't know why.
And mine says Plink is syncing to you to our service. Hang tight.
Yeah, we will hang tight for another minute.
So, while you play, yeah, it's nice that is. So as soon as we're in, it'll be off. It's like those fantastic computer games, Sir Wesley, where we get to watch somebody else play an amazing game.
Yeah, this looks fun.
Yeah, it does look really good. Come on, don't I deserve a turn?
That's really cool. Right?
Who has the bass? Yeah, Seti has the bass as supposed. Yeah.
That looks cool, man. Very cool.
Can we just do this for like another 20 minutes? Maybe
I'm
just go
not
off
sure.
here.
So the funny thing is that it's always only one room you can play in,
Oh, right.
I
and
love that.
I don't know if you do it with your classroom, it will become a mess, but an enjoyable mess somehow.
Is it one class? Is it one for the whole world?
Yeah, the whole world is meeting
No
in this
wonder.
place.
No wonder it goes a bit crazy.
Okay. It's still back on in the background. That is my tip. There is a bunch of audio tools I have met, and maybe if I can show you a quick another one. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Uh, you're still there in the background. Okay, let's see. Can you see my screen? No, you can't. I haven't shared it. Can you
No.
see my screen? No. Okay, I'm
No.
coming down. Please, I try to keep it short because I know, Seth, that you are very eager.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry.
Um, actually, I'm missing one audio tool which is pretty awesome and works very similar to a proper audio desk. And it's called Sound Strings or Sound Strand. I forgot. I sent it to you, Seti, and now I forgot the link. But oh, here is the audio tool loading, and this is basically very cool to teach our students how basic audio connections are done, and I see that it is an extension which I have to enable. I'm sorry, my Chromebook is not as high powered as I want it to be. Oh, and I am really wasting your time now. I'm there. So it is it's just a website basically, but you can register and save your projects. That's set in advance. It is pretty heavy on the RAM, so Wes, you shall be much more lucky than I am because you have like 10 times as much as I do. But nevertheless, oh, you do. I have 2 gig, yeah. And I show you the empty space, and even if you have a timeline here that I switch off now, you have an amplifier and deck given here, and to quickly get something attached, I just pull another device in here. And the great thing which I think our students can really learn is that they have to they can plug cables into the mixer at their own choice. And I'm not sure if I have to choose an instrument now or if it's already working. I think it doesn't, but I show you maybe another tool. I won't get any sound out of this. I won't bother. It takes too much time. But we have here.
Oh, sorry. Did that do anything? It seems to work really well.
Yeah, it does, but not. I don't have that much power. Do you want to go? If you have a.
I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, go ahead. Share your screen.
Okay. Okay, coming. Okay, I'm in. Can you see me? Screen?
We are now.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, but you have a sound out, and it is really nice to physically be able to connect all these sound machines. And as I said, it's a bit heavy on the RAM, but you can learn even without much RAM the basics of it.
Yeah, I mean these kind of things are going to be RAM heavy, aren't they? There's no
Yes,
two ways about it.
I would love to get your feedback if you tried it once.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
not very
apologize
musical.
for having taken so much time. Now it is finally going to Seth, and here you go, Seth, my dear friend.
Yeah, sorry, I was on that website. Okay, let me just share my screen. Right. Do you all see my screen?
Oh,
Yes, we do.
no.
Okay, so earlier this week I shared a video on my YouTube channel about using a form and then having an extra little password to get access to a link at the end. Now, I want to take that a bit further, and I'm just thinking about the older students in school now, how we're teaching them about coding and HTML and finding the information they need from checking the source. So basically, what I have here is a form, and the form asks me, what's the password? If they type in the wrong password, it doesn't give them access to the link. If they type the correct password, which is secret, they submit it, and they see the link to the file I want them to access. Now, what I want to show you today is for your more advanced students, is to actually teach them how to find out what that password is without knowing the password. And how they do that is to actually go into the source file. So this then all feeds back to your coding lessons and your HTML lessons and CSS. So you simply right-click, go to your page source. This pulls up your source code. You do a quick Control-F search. You search for password.
Yeah.
Simply go down, 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 and there it is, secret, hidden in the code. Very simple, but this, again, two things. It shows your students how powerful it is to know about source code and to know about code, to know about HTML. Secondly, it also shows them how Google Forms, brilliant. It's good to add a little bit of, a fun little secret, a fun little thing to it, but it's not encrypted. It's not really that, it's not something you would use to store your sensitive data.
So the password is secret there, yeah?
Yeah, so the password is secret, and just by going into the source code, I can find that. As you can see right here, it says secret.
But that is a funny thing. So you
So
tell that
actually,
to
the
your
password
students.
is not that secret if you know where to look. And that is what's so powerful about knowing and
For the
understanding
iMovie.
code and HTML. So that's what I wanted to share with everyone.
I think it's a great lecture there because, as I say, sometimes people do put things on these websites and they don't realize personal sensitive information. I mean, that's an extreme, and Google Forms very clearly say don't give out any passwords or
Yeah,
personal
and I
information.
use it a lot to
Yeah,
paste lessons, to,
yeah.
because your average student does not know where to look. So it works really well, but
Mm,
I would never use it for real sensitive information.
that's
That's
right.
just, it's not, I mean, someone who understands the basics of HTML, they will get it.
Yeah. And as I say, I've seen plenty of websites that use a simple JavaScript password.
Yeah.
Yeah, piece of cake to bypass.
So that's just a little quick trick tip, Your
Okay,
students will love it. If you're
reminder.
doing HTML with them, if you're coding with them, they think they're hackers. They love
Oh,
it.
they do. They love it. They absolutely love it. I mean, you show them a trace route and they think they are the world's coolest hackers. They
Definitely.
really do. And a bit of command line on the commands, and they're like, "Whoa, you're going to bring down the network?"
So guys, I'm not sure if the focus was mistakenly on Gary.
It definitely was.
Well, it wasn't Gary a lot of the time. I mean, he's such a good-looking chap.
my dear control shared control holder friends, you could have switched as well. I must deeply apologize, Jerry. Seti, I don't think that Jerry looks massively more handsome. A bit maybe, but not massively than you, Seti.
Oh my.
Sorry, Seti. Where do we go from here, Gary? Please, at least tell us who are you and why are you so happy to be here?
Okay.
You might want to put
Okay.
it down.
Share it with Seti. Share it with Seti so we look at Seti's face when Gary's presenting.
Okay, I'm
Definitely.
Gary Garcia from the Philippines. Well, I'm here because I want to learn from you because you have a lot of ideas which I want to know and hopefully share it with the rest of the members of the Poveda community where I belong. Anyway, this morning I shared something to one of the secretaries, uh, the secretary of the college dean. As one of her role is to email a lot of people about assignments and other tasks. So I help her on how to use mail merge. I know you have some ideas about AutoCrat, but it's a bit too complicated for her. So I decided to start with YAM. So let me. Oh,
Is that
anyway, I'll
another
just
download?
describe it. I will not YAM yet another mail merge.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, it's good. It's very nice and simple, isn't it?
Yeah, very simple. And then later on, we'll proceed with Autocrat, with the basic attachment, and then later on with conditional attachment, and then later on with certificates. Because this is
Yeah,
one of
very,
the
very powerful this way to go with like certificate or badges or things.
yeah, yes, and then later on conditional. You will have another certificate if you don't pass, and then if you pass something, you have another output. You have another certificate. So it's still Autocrat. So those are the plans. And then I taught her how to, so because we just adopted Google Apps for Education last 2 weeks ago, and they are still in the process of copy and pasting the email address. So instead of teaching them how to use Google Groups, I taught her earlier how to make use or how to create a simple group from Gmail. Let me share my screen for a while. Wait, I am lost right now because, okay, here. Let me share my screen. Okay, entire screen. So I don't know how to call this, but I think you know this one. So usually when we compose, we type the email addresses. This is what she's doing. She typed all the email addresses. For example, Gary, and then another Gary, and all these things. So I taught her to click the two and then type all the names. For example, I'll type again my name, so Gary, dot, hello, Gary.Garcia at poveda.edu.ph, and then so you'll have it there. So all the Gary, instead of doing entering them one by one, I asked her to save as a group and then give a name for the group, Gary group, and then you click save. So I told her next time all you need to do when you are going to compose an email is, okay, let me close this one. When you click compose, all you need to do now is type Gary, oops, Gary group, and then you're done. Oh wait, I think I have to refresh my. This usually happens if I don't refresh Gmail. So let me refresh it first. Just wait for a while. And okay, so I'll compose again an email. You're still there or you're sleeping?
Oh, I'm still there. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Oh no, I am stunned that I can
Okay, Gary,
see about
Still
and
Gmail.
here.
then group, and then you. Oh, it's still not working. Why? Oh, let me do it again for a while. So Gary, I'll create a group name, Gary, and then search for all the Gary in my email, and then select all this. Oops, too many Gary, too many accounts, and then I'll save it as a Gary Gar group. Save. Okay, unable to save group. Why? I don't know. Anyway, don't know what's wrong right now. Maybe I don't know. Can you help me here? Can someone help me here?
I haven't used this feature, and I'm
Um,
startled that I haven't known about
I
it.
think you can say when you click Save as Group. What's the arrow say?
The error is unable to save group. Usually
I
earlier it
think
was
it
working.
might be because you've got. Have you got people with the same email or the same name or something?
Oh, yes. Unable to save group. Oh, let me remove one. No, okay. Let me select two, and then let me save it as a group, G group, and then save. Still the same error. Sometimes this
Have you
happens.
used something
I
like
don't
that
know.
before? Maybe you've used that name before. G group.
Uh, no, this is my first time to use this one.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, so earlier it was working. I don't know why it's not working right now. So after that, it should state group saved, and then later on in the composed email, all you need to do is type the group name. This is what I created earlier, provide a study group, and then everything is there. That's it.
I
I
just
don't know
feel
now.
like that's a mailing list function, yeah.
That is a mailing list function, I think.
I just feel that people need to be reminded that even with Gmail there is a limit of, I believe, 2,000. Please don't quote me on that now, but there are limits for sending mails, especially
Yeah.
for us teachers. If we go from autocrat files or stuff, there is a limit at some point.
Mhm.
It doesn't cost a
Also,
lot.
using these groups and mailing lists from an Google admin point of view is very powerful. So, for instance, the start of a school year, your first, staff meeting, just come up with all the groups you'll need for that school year, and have the admin set them up, and then you never have to worry about it again. So, for instance, what we did is we literally just decide, okay, key stage 1 teachers, key stage 2, key stage 3, TAs in first school, TAs in middle school, TAs school-wide. Once you've got those groups set up, everyone can use them in your Google Apps domain, and it's such a huge time saver.
Mhm.
So yeah, I really like the feature of using those smaller groups.
Okay, okay. It was working earlier. Thank you for the advice. I'll talk to our admin.
I think the limit is 2,000 you can send per day.
But we're very small. We're around 350.
No, no,
That's okay. But
but
if you were to send 10 emails to those 350 people, you're soon out.
Mm.
Not the end of the world because you can have multiple accounts, but just it is something to be aware of as you send things. But it depends. I mean, it's not good practice to send email after email, is it? Best to have a one summary email at the beginning of the day or something, isn't it? You're sending to everybody.
Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
anyway,
That's good.
that's the limit. It's 2,000 per day.
okay, thank you for that. So, what we do from here?
Right, well, I think we're almost finished for the night, aren't we? So I
Yeah.
have to say we've had some excellent ideas today, particularly the musical suggestions.
And well, I'm not sure if you're here, Wes. Thank you very much for sharing, everybody. And shall we schedule one for next week?
Yeah, could do.
Okay. So
Okay.
we'll, please stay on for giving us some feedback, and we go off air. Thank you very much again. That is GG West Bangkok and Thursday. We quench your thirst.
See you next one.